Okay, now I'm sitting here with Kevin Hess, who's a Towerlight staff writer, and he mostly covers the football team. What we're going to kind of talk about today is the best practices for building traffic and the things you kind of do to help your articles get noticed and what you do to promote yourself. So, if you could tell me about anything you use, like do you use Twitter? Or...
Sure, absolutely. Well, obviously as a staff writer and as a kid in college who's trying to get his name out there, you're going to want to try and do whatever you can to get yourself noticed. It's becoming increasingly difficult to get yourselves a job in the market. It's becoming more and more competitive, so you want to become more visible. How do you do that? Well, the first thing you do is, you post all your articles to Facebook. You tweet all the time. I'm on Twitter religiously. I used to hate Twitter. I used to think Twitter was awful. And now I'm on it all the time because it's so useful and it's such a good way to build an audience and a following. You post all your articles to Twitter. You post all your articles to Facebook. You get in touch with the experts. You tweet them up, and you get your name out there in the best way you can. And social media is certainly a way to do that.
So you really think, that's becoming, with this new age of journalism, it's almost becoming the best possible way to kind of market yourself and create your own voice. And is that really what you try to use
Absolutely,
it for?
because it's now becoming a second-to-second basis. People are so news hungry and so information starved that they want it as soon as they can get it. When you're on your phone 24/7 and you get applications for Twitter and Facebook and all this stuff, they get information to the second. And if you're behind, then you're in trouble. Personally, I'm of the mind that I'd rather have it late and be correct. But a lot of people are interested in getting the first story out there and getting it, getting the first hits regardless. And there's some issues there because it can, take away from the ethics or the correctness or, how people go about getting their news. But at the same time, they use Twitter and things like that to promote it, and they get their news out there and they get